And welcome to my first test flight after replacing the clutch. Yeah, that was a little sticky. It wouldn't release when you let go of the throttle, so the prop kept spinning while it was idle. So that just screwed up your landings a little bit, but no big deal. So I put a new clutch on. That was pretty easy to do with this Moster 185 engine. So let's get the prop spinning. We're set up. And he's hanging hard to the left. Shouldn't be doing that. Let's get it back. Bring it back up. No, it still ain't going. Okay, cravat off on the left side. I thought I cleared it, but didn't. So, yep, best to abort it. And let's get her reset up. One of the problems is this is kind of tall grass here, and I get these little sticks in here from the hayfield. And these little hayfield sticks, they'll get twisted up in your lines. Your line will pick one up and then kind of twist, and now you end up with this jumbled mess. I'll get that cleaned up, no problem. A little bit of breeze trying to help me out. And here we go. We're set up and getting ready to go again. And Luis was behind me. I was going to lead the way, but he went ahead and took off. And I got it all reset. Took about an extra 10 minutes. So let's wind her up. And here's where we got to get some force on the throttle to get the wing picked up. And you can see the shadow she picked up nice and straight, just perfect this time. No issues whatsoever. So overall, just going for a little ride here, and here's the neighborhood I've been watching. This house right here has 3 bays in the garage and entrance and exit on either side of the garage, so I figured he's a retired fireman. But all these new houses are coming up. North Florida is growing really, really quick, and on my helmet cam, the way I'm looking is usually just seeing my phone here, which has the navigation information on it. But this street here, just houses popping up left and right, so everybody's moving to North Florida. It's getting crowded. Yeah, it's a couple days before Christmas, so I don't see a lot of activity. There's no construction going on right now. And here's another future site. They're filling up. In this field right there is a farmer's field, and unfortunately one day that's going to turn into another housing subdivision as well, just like this one is. We're selling off the pine trees so everybody can have napkins and paper towels. Just goofing around here, doing a little low-level skirting around, just enjoying the ride a little bit. And I like coming down low and looking at stuff. It's just more fun. You get down low and look at stuff. You know, when you're driving down the road and you look over up that field and past that tree line and wonder what's there? Well, I know what's there because we can now go over and take a look at it. When you're coming in flying these fields, you got to look at these pivots and where the electricity is coming to and going from, and any wires pulls. But fly over it first at an altitude where you're not going to hurt yourself, and make sure there's nothing in the way. And go down and have a look. And these are just get to hunt around and look for deer running and stuff like that. But this is a borrow pit, and it's interesting because you can see on this borrow pit. Well, it's actually for sale pits where all this dirt's coming from for new construction and stuff, and there's more of a limestone up here. It's not real dirt, it's limestone. But as a young lad, I'm over 70, and as a young lad, if you dug this deep in Florida when I was growing up, you'd have hit water. But from the edge of this pit here, and look at that in the tree line, and you kind of see how deep down they've dug. And they're getting deeper and deeper. And one day, maybe it'll turn into a lake. I don't know. I don't know what to do with it once they sell it all off. But it's a fun ride. And so jumping over these trees, this is always concerning when I do this because engine failure, you're going to the top of a tree. So, yeah, just make sure everything's running good. So just out for the ride, and I'm looking at goofing around. Everything's working fine. Like I said, this was a test flight for the clutch. And so what I've figured is I've got the sun right between me and my truck and my buddy's truck, Luis. His is on the left, mine's on the right. And I've got a camera sitting on my trailer. So I'm going to try and get some directly out of the sun shots and see how good I can do here. So I'm trying to set me up a glide approach that'll put the shadow of me, my trike, right on top of almost there. There it is right there. That's the where the camera is. Too far away, so I've got to try and settle it down a little bit and try and get in there. And when I was flying airplanes and helicopters and stuff, he did this stuff and he did the approach, but that's where the camera is, right on the tip of that trailer, right there. And got to look out so I don't want my lines to hit that flag I had on the left for my windsock. So we'll come around and try it again. And the way to do this is to set up your approach. If you set up your approach and you set it up for it's nice and peaceful and stable, stabilize your approach, it's generally easy, good thing to do, make small corrections. So that's what I'm figuring out now, is getting my sync rate right, trying to get my shadow right on that camera lens. We'll see how this turns out. There it is, still just too far out. And I'm a little above, and I don't want to decrease my power too much. I don't want to get into a landing configuration, so I need to set this next one up with a little lower approach. A little lower, a little more stabilized approach. Now I can sit star to it. Oh, there it is. Got it. Nailed it right there. That's it. And the shadow's right on top of the camera. Now this is a view from the camera that I was trying to do it. Here it is, coming out of the sun. There's the result. What a nice shot. Magically appeared out of the sun. All right, that was all the fun and adventure I'm looking for today. I wanted to test this out, make sure the clutch is working fine. It is, appears to be just fine. And it's a new clutch. Got it in, and lost where Luis went. He headed down for Brantford, I think, but he's got his way back, I'm sure. Gonna drop the wing, look out, standing up, it's just staying there, and there she starts to fall. So that was really nice. Okay, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again.